Hey, and welcome back. Alright, today we finish the game, but it's gonna be a long way before we get there, and if you want to get all the secrets, we've got some long stretches to wait. You know the rules by now, so let's flip. Alright, this is what I was hoping for. Today, it's Kain. Which means we are going to go around and feed on every human we possibly can when it suits us, which is going to be most of the time. Sometimes it's not going to be that smart, like in Willendorf Castle, but the rest of the time, look out, humans. Also, I got something special for our last episode. Yeah, om nom nom. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, is put our disguise on. I'm chased out of town there. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head to the save point that's right before King Ottmar. Because when we go see the king, that's the first point of no return for the game. And you're going to want to have a save right before that. So we're going to go make a save here. No, I've never played this before. All right, so we're going to make a save here at the very end. Obviously, yours will look different than mine. Okay, so we've got our save point made. That's going to be really, really important. I said this was the last episode, but I might have lied. So after we create our save, we're going to go and talk to the king. And just want to say one more time, this is the point of no return. So if there's any secrets you're missing, if there's anything else that you want to do, any more exploring, do it now before you talk to the king.
I entered the court with the doll-maker's head in one hand and the doll containing the girl's soul in the other. I placed them both before the king and watched his eyes catch fire. With the doll in their possession, the court's sorcerers could restore his daughter's soul.
I do not know that I can thank you enough, warrior. My kingdom is but a small price to pay for my daughter's life.
I think he just wanted an excuse to not be king.
Willendorf is yours if you wish it.
'Tis not your kingdom I desire, but your army, Ottmar. I require troops to vanquish the horde that descends upon us from the north.
Very well. Courtiers, fetch me my armor and mace. There is war to be waged!
And the plot advances. I love this cinematic, it's so cool. I love that it just takes its time to reveal all of them coming over the hill. Imagine how cool that would be in a remake.
The scourge of Nosgoth is upon us, friends. We shall die today as heroes, lest we live tomorrow as slaves.
A year after Braveheart, just saying.
Ready thine arms.
Year or two.
For Nosgoth!
In the distance I saw the Nemesis armies march forward, a black tide that would soon wash over the armies of the Hope.
And this is a great place to be using Blood Shower. Because, thanks to the coin, we can feed on anybody we want. Like so. Oh wait, here we go. It's me, Kain, your ostensible ally. Hey, I said ostensible ally. Why am I being attacked by my dudes?
They came at me in throngs. No fervor as strong as that inspired by a madman. The Nemesis armies were fierce and showed no signs of subsiding.
Brave Victor!
I like that Ottmar isn't really reacting to me feeding on his dudes.
Brave Victor!
I want to keep him alive as long as I can, but that's not going to work if he keeps walking into these spikes.
May Victor! May Victor! May Victor! May Victor! May Victor!
So far, so good. Nope. So much for that.
And his horde fall upon us, my friend. I fear I can defend Nosgoth no longer. The Nemesis must be destroyed. For my daughter Kain. For the world.
The tide turned with Ottmar's death. I watched as the remaining survivors of the armies of Hope fled to the safety of the forest. The battle had decided its victor. The fate of Nosgoth now lay in the Nemesis' hands.
Yeah, so much for that.
I sated my thirst on warriors of Horde and Hope alike, the dying relinquishing their final moments to give me strength.
Yep. Mission accomplished, according to that banner. But also, yes, an active battlefield would be a great place for a vampire. I mean, other than the fire. I don't know if Kain was inspired by Ottmar's dying words or what, but we are headed towards something.
May Victor!
So yeah, we'll just try to reach the end of the battlefield here. And the Army of Hope is not doing great. Nope. I did an edit for the Hardest Dialogue series that kind of showed the time streaming device activating here, just to kind of make it a little bit more clear what was going on. But if it wasn't clear what was going on, that's what was going on.
At once the battlefield was gone. Where the ground was caked with blood and dirt, there was lush greenery. Where chaos reigned only moments before, this damning calm prevailed. Alas, it seemed I was stranded here. The time-streaming device lay in pieces at my feet.
Bummer.
May Victor!
So if it's not clear, Kain's seeing inside this guy's memories.
Would you stand idle as vermin destroy your
He looks familiar.
as your house burned? No! Will you allow this evil to continue? No! Will the wickedness end? Yes! Do you believe?
Yes! Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Then take me to your king, so that I can prepare you for the onslaught.
Yeah, I wonder who that is. What that's all about. I mean, brigands are everywhere in Nosgoth. We've been here before, but it did not look like this. What do you see? We talked to a few people, see what they have to say about it.
Taxes are down, spirits are up.
Aye, our king is kind and fair. What fortunate citizens are we.
Said no one ever.
Welcome, stranger, to the most prosperous land in all of Nosgoth. Good day to you.
Also, I love how every single one of these villagers is played by Tony J. That's the fun of additional voices. All right. Enough of you happy folks. Coin said drink and be merry. And yes, that was for me to drink and for me to be merry. Ah, yep, we've seen this before.
So it seemed I was in the land of William the Just. 50 years before the battle I had just escaped would take place.
Hey, Victor!
Of course, granted, the way I'm acting right now doesn't necessarily disprove any necessity for what happens later. Splat. Okay, that was unnecessary. So the Nemesis soldiers have always had scary-looking evil armor? Okay. So this is... Yeah, so we know this area. Thanks, Chaos Armor.
Hey, Victor!
Yeah, we're just gonna have fun with our items. Which we should have been doing the whole
The
time anyway.
stronghold of William the Just. 'Twas time for me to pay a visit to he who would become the Nemesis and force Nosgoth on its knees.
Now, I just want to point out that Kain's plan seemed like a good idea at the time. Okay, so there's a couple ways we can go here. Okay, so before we go pay our visit to William the Just... Oh, looks like we cannot go this way. Okay, so before we pay our visit to William the Just, we have one secret that we need to go get in this time period. Unfortunately, this is one of two secrets that's going to involve a lot of real-time waiting. Somebody ran into a putrescence pile. Okay, so interesting. There's not the back door here in this time period, but here's the moon door to, if you remember, the Pentelich of Tarot Spirit Forge. Now, here's kind of the annoying thing. You have to enter the Pentalich of Tarot Spirit Forge in each different time period. So we're gonna just sit here and wait. And for you, it's gonna be like 10 seconds because I'm gonna go edit something and speed through this. For me, it's gonna be like 2 hours of real time. So yeah, enjoy, just chill. I'm gonna go edit the next one of these. There we go, finally. There we go, there's a switch. And let's see, how we doing on Pentaliches of Tarot? 93. Might as well go get some more. Not that we're gonna use all of those by the time we're done. I'd have to be using them in which we might as well do.
Shed your blood for me, and these artifacts will be yours. So, you come to the Spirit Forge for help, do you, vampire? Trade you secrets for the blood of the dead, I will.
Yes, please. Thank you kindly. Now, if we really rushed through, there is a potential that we could get to the next time-sensitive secret before the end of the full moon. However, we don't really want to rush through. We've got things to do and we've got some things to see. And we've got a whole nother dungeon to do. Whole nother. Not sure if that's a word you know. Woo! Okay, who let the dog in? And we're just gonna really quick. We're gonna check our secret count. 98. I'm a saint. Never heard that one before. Only in Blood Omen, folks. You heard it here first. Saint Kain. They kind of run with that in the next game. Splat. Okay, so you switch up there. I mean, we have them. Why not, right? Okay. There is... The question is, which way should we go? There's two ways we can go. Let's go back the other way. Again, you could totally rush through here in wolf form and make the next full moon. And get done with this get done with this section before the next full moon so that you don't have to wait. But again, we want to explore. We want to show you everything. Okay, so we have the sewer route. Ooh, I hear food.
The heart of darkness.
Not gonna run out of those anytime soon. Yeah, this is a pretty clever trap here. See? This is where they get
The
you.
heart of darkness.
I really wish that you could use Mistform and Repel at the same time. But that might just make the whole thing too easy. We'll just actually leave them. Or, we can use Blood Shower. There we go. Om nom nom. Thank you. Okay, that is a... There we go. Energy bolts for the win. Full moons are just too short. There's another switch. Looks like there is actually a whole nother area that we can go look at. Let's experiment with our Mistform here. Let's look for cracks in the walls. I actually see another rune letter up there. I want to go to there. Okay. Let's keep that in mind. We will come back to it. Oh man, they're just lining up, aren't they? Well, let's eat. Oh! What did that open up? That opened up something. Okay, it looks like that door up there. Alright, I'm not sure that we can get to this area here yet, so we're going to keep an eye out for a way to get there. There's a red letter, not the one we're after exactly. Okay, so that is...
May Victor!
Definitely gonna want Mistform here. Thank you very much. Well, that's interesting.
May Victor!
Ah, repel. There we go. This is what leads into the sewer. Yes, help me with the magic there. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see what's next. I'm sorry, your long, vaguely familiar-looking flamberge does not beat the reach of my mace, apparently.
Bay Victor! Bay Victor!
Yes, these weapons you have provided will see to that. Pray tell, Mobius, what game do you play?
None, my lord. I only wish to aid you in vanquishing your foes. The weapons are but a token of my goodwill.
And the news you bring, a vampire said to slay me? Where did you come upon such knowledge?
'Tis of no consequence, sire. It was only out of concern for your majesty's life.
Perhaps. Very well, then. You may leave me now, but should I wish to speak to you...
I will know, your majesty, and I shall be there in time.
That sword that he's carrying looks pretty familiar. Also, Mobius is, again, totally on the level and just trying to help. So, one issue that I kind of have with, I mean, this was just their limitations at the time. Tony J is amazing, and he plays way too many characters in this game. That's William the Just, who, aside from being in, Nemesis armor, and we don't actually see his face or get any visual sense of that he's William the Just. It's just Tony J doing his best with the performance to try to make him sound like a different character. Which, of course, Tony J is amazing. But I feel like having somebody else play William would have really kind of differentiated that, made it just a little less confusing. Okay, we can go back to our mace now.
Bay Victor! Bay Victor! Bay Victor! Bay Victor!
So yeah, another interesting environmental storytelling detail. So all of these guys have big flamberge swords that look, well, like the Soul Reaver. Now, we know from this dialogue now, seeing William walk off with a sword that looks a lot like the Soul Reaver. Spoilers, it actually is the Soul Reaver. So that is supposed to give us a visual cue of how fanatically loyal his soldiers are to him, with their weapons that resemble his so closely.
Bay Victor!
Okay.
Bay Victor!
You know what would be a really useful spell here? It's going to be stun, actually.
control mind, inspire hate.
We could use that one too. Okay, that was weird. Resume. Okay, so hitting that switch, it didn't announce itself, but it opened this door here. And that okay, and we've got these items, and this is the penultimate secret in the game. That's right, 99. Okay, we only have one more, and we cannot get this at it at this point in history, just yet. Repel.
Victor!
There we go. See, that's a trick. The switch that you have to leave open in order to progress, is the one that opens the secret door. All right, you guys. Very useful for Nemesis.
Victor!
And what do we have here? This is a map of Nosgoth. It's funny how we seem to know about Dark Eden 50 years before it actually happened. All right, let's save.
Ah, yes, the vampire. Mobius told me you would come.
Okay, now it's William the Just. So, we've got something special for his guys, and we've got something special for him. Oh, interesting. Oh, and listen to that sword of his. That sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it? Okay, well. Ha, got his guys waiting behind the door there. Okay. Well, he's sitting there swinging the Soul Reaver at me. There really ought to be some kind of displacement effect going on here. But they didn't know about that till later. So we are going to buff up our magic energy. And two can play at that game. William the Just. More like William the Just okay.
The Soul Reaver.
Okay, lore accurate Kain versus William. Kind of difficult.
The Soul Reaver.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, the Soul Reaver actually does a lot of damage to you. All right, switch weapons again. Get another energy bank going. There we go.
As his guards rushed to save him,
Broken Reaper.
William the Just's blood was already renewing my strength, replacing the life his sword had stolen from my veins. The poor fools, come to aid their fallen leader. Let us have some amusement.
Technically, I already got him. Blood Shower is really useful.
A time streaming device.
Wonder how that got there.
Strange. When coincidence seems too convenient, I prefer to call it fate.
All right. I am sure that this action is going to have no negative consequences whatsoever. Let's talk for a second about just how massive this event was. So there's only one way to change history in the Legacy of Kain, lore. And that is a phenomenon that comes to be known later. And skip a little bit if you want to just experience it as we go. But that comes to be known later as Reaver convergence. Two Soul Reavers, the Soul Reaver in two instances from two different time periods, come together. And in Soul Reaver 2, we see the displacement that this causes. That displacement is what allows history to be changed. That is what allowed Kain to kill William, is the convergences of these two instances of the Soul Reaver. And now that William's dead, well, lots of things change. Let's look.
With William the Just dead, Mobius's plans have been thwarted.
Have they?
His pawn was removed from the game.
Let's save again. Yeah, the Soul Reaver does not have a ton of power when you're not at full magic. A caveman, that's weird. All right, well, let's save our magic and put the Reaver away.
Spiked mace.
Put that thing away before you hurt somebody. Now these guys are dressed somewhat differently than the previous inhabitants. We're going to find out soon just what exactly the deal is here. go. Although I get the sense these guys don't need a whole lot of inspiration for hate. Don't ask me how I know that.
Victor!
They definitely have a vaguely inquisitorial look about them, don't they?
Victor!
Alright. Just hit a switch and... oh, doorway's right here. There we go. Deal. Go play with your friends. So yeah, we are now back in the present. I wonder, does Inspire Hate work on ghosts? It does. Misform our way out of here. Blood Omen 1, all hit.
Victor!
See, given what we're about to see, the witch hunter slash vaguely inquisitorial look of some of these guys is going to make sense. The cavemen, not so much. I wonder, can I hit that with a font of putrescence? No, but I can hit him with one. Alright, so stun wasn't as useful as we thought, so we'll just put energy bolt back here. Alright, let's see. Okay, we hit that. Nice. Well, worth it for the health upgrade. Let's see how the world has changed.
I found myself once more in the Nosgoth I knew. The carnage from battle was gone. Yet there was something amiss. From the distance, I heard cries, and a breeze from the south carried with it the faint odor of vampire blood.
All right. Oh, that's right. Blood shower does not work on ghosts. Oh, but it works on the living. All right. So for the final secret in the game, we have to wait. Oh, we do not want to use blood shower on these guys. We'll use one of these items. Splat. And one of these. Splat. Okay, so now we're going to wait again. However, you're not going to know that because I'm going to magically advance time through the power of editing. There we go. Let's go get our final secret. And there's the switch. That should be our last one. Let's go look. All right, 100 out of 100 secrets, and we are now a devourer of worlds. I mean, we have been for a while in practice, but yeah, that is all the secrets in Blood Omen 1. Now let's go refill our Pentelich Tarot and finish the game.
Shed your blood for me, and these artifacts will be yours.
Who's a good boy?
So, you come to the Spirit Fort for help, do you, vampire? Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, I will.
Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. Don't need those items over there. We have all the secrets, and we're pretty good on magic at the moment.
Twould seem the folly fell upon my own shoulders. With their sainted King William dead by my hand, the people of the land were consumed by a hunger all their own, for vampire blood.
Whoops. The thing I love about this plot point is that no one told Kain to kill William the Just. He is smart, of course, and saw an opportunity, and he took it.
As I wandered about more, the shrieking and cheering became more apparent and defined. There was some sort of gathering to the south, for with each cheer, I smelled an outpour of blood.
And that's what makes Mobius such a great villain, is he knows what Kain's going to do. Not only because he's the time streamer and he can see, and, you know, he can see the future and the past and everything all at once, but that he is also really intelligent, and he can read people, and he knows what Kain is possibly going to do.
I make no pretense to justify my killing, yet these vampire hunters would cloak their bloodlust beneath a veil of righteousness. Hypocrites! They would make themselves judge and jury. Very well then. Let us see how they take to my role as executioner.
Okay, this is one of my all-time favorite lines in Blood Omen 1. Kain and I have this in common. We both despise hypocrisy. And all forms of it. I like that Kain knows he's a killer. And as a human, Kain knew what he was. He knew he was a nobleman that, was hungry for power. And as a vampire, he knows what he is. And that's something that, yes, he's a monster. Yes, he kills people, but the truth to himself, the truth to his core nature there, is something I really do respect. And anyway, I could go on for a while, but I love that about Kain's character. He makes no pretense about the things that he does. He doesn't try to justify them. And one of the genius things about Soul Reaver is that they wrote a character who was completely diametrically opposed to Kain in that respect. So anyway, another reason I love Legacy of Kain, genius writing. Thanks, Amy Hennig, you're my hero. Bye, Vorador.
We are free of this unholy scourge!
Not yet, my friend. Would you be free of the plague if only one city was cleansed? No! Would you spare one wolf in the pack that has devastated your herd? No! Then let us destroy them all! Yes! He is the last! Destroy him!
Mobius, the Master Manipulator.
The people will not rest until Nosgoth is purged of your kind.
So we will talk a lot more later about what motivated Mobius to...
I had been betrayed. In my haste, I had not realized it before. That sigil on his forehead, the Oracle of Nosgoth, was in fact the time streamer Mobius, and I had followed his advice. How much of my quest was of his design? Willendorf? The Battle of the Last Stand? William the Just? Was this the trap he had fashioned for me?
Yeah, sorry. If only we'd recognize the the symbol on his forehead. But I guess we don't really know what everyone looks like before we start. So, sorry, Kain. Rough break. And it doesn't look like they need a lot of inspiration, but let's inspire some more hate in them anyway. Oh. Well, that's a shame. All right, well, here we go.
We will send you back to the grave, whence you came, vampire.
I have just the thing for your little mob, Mobius. It really is an ingenious plan on Mobius's part.
I have seen the future, Kain. You are not in it.
Yeah, we'll see about that, won't we? Also, there's 4 more games, so you lie. Oh no. If only I had something to repel that. Maybe something with a little bit more flash, shall we?
lightning.
Let us fall upon the puppets from the past.
The Seraphan.
They victus!
Alright, so the puppets from the past are the Seraphan.
From the present.
Oh, where are they? Ah, his vampire hunter mob. Thank you.
And from ages yet to come.
Ah, it's Kain, but he's got gold trim on his armor. In a remake, I think it'd be really cool to get like either Blood Omen era or even a Shadow of Soul Reaver era
Fresh
Kain here.
armor. The Soul Reaver.
Well, let's show me what I can do. All right, switch back. All right, Mobius and fake future me. Enjoy. Let's bring all the power we possibly can to bear here. Yep, so that tells you how much life this character has. So even using an energy bank, I ended up using my entire magic meter, which happened before
Flame sword.
when we were fighting William.
The Heart of Darkness.
Boom. Goodbye, me. All right, Mobius. No mercy for you. Killing Mobius with the Soul Reaver is so satisfying.
Ironic. By going back in time and altering the past, you turned William the Just into the Nemesis.
Aye, you have seen my plan, vampire, as I've seen your destiny. The future says you die.
But I am dead. As are you.
One of my favorite jokes in the entire series. But also just a super satisfying cutscene.
I knew that Mobius's hourglass was the focus of his time-streaming magic. Farewell, sorcerer. The sands of time have ceased to flow for you.
Well done, Kain. Mobius did so love playing the trickster's part. His
would know.
guise as the Oracle served his schemes well. Pity with all his plots he failed to plan for you. Come to me, my undead son. Make haste to the pillars. The stage is set for the grand finale. You will have your vengeance.
And we get to see that that exchange from a different perspective in Defiance. All right. Let's head to the pillars. One last bat. Okay, We're gonna watch this FMV one last time too. Here we go.
You betrayed us, Mortanius. You had Kain killed and turned him into a monster.
And there it is.
You set him upon us.
It had to be. Nopraptor's insanity poisoned all of our minds. The Circle had failed in its sworn duties. It had to be destroyed.
Failed our duties? Idiot! The Circle exists for us. We don't exist for it. Our powers will save or damn Nosgoth at our whim. Stand with us, Mortanius, or die.
Then I shall die.
Didn't see that coming, did you? Enacroth used goo. It's not very effective. Mortanius used death lightning. It's super effective. I love that expression. It's so goofy. And then, just for fun, let's do a little...
If the Circle is to be destroyed, you have to die as well, Necromancer. I admire your cunning, but you will not escape your fate.
Nay, I will embrace it. But my death will leave one more to take, Princeling. Finish me!
As you wish. And no, in this context, that does not mean I love you. There we go. Except...
You thought yourself a king, when in fact you were a pawn. You have served me well, Kain.
I serve no one.
Indeed, such narrow vision. Don't you see? My silencing of Ariel and its calculated repercussions is but the first act in my theater of Grand Guignol, of which you are the tragic hero. Play on, little vampire. Play on.
Ve Victus!
All right, so we're going to talk for a second about what exactly is going on here. So, at the very the very first time playing this game, you think, "Oh, Mortanius, has been possessed by a demon this whole time." If you don't want spoilers for the next few games, skip ahead a few minutes. I'll wave at you when we're done. So, Mortanius's plan is pretty labyrinthine. So Mortanius has been under the influence of the Hilden, like the rest of the Circle, since their corruption by Nopraptor's grief. That was the Hilden's foothold into the Circle. Now, the murder of Ariel it accomplished a couple of things. It allowed the Hilden to get their foothold back into the world, as I said, but it also allowed Mortanius a chance to try to redeem the pillars. Now, in defiance, Mortanius expresses regret for his and Mobius's overthrow of the ancient vampires. And he talks about setting it right in that game. Well, his creation of Kain was to bring this to an end and set it right. Now, soon we're going to have a choice, and we have to kind of decide which way Nosgoth is going to go. This demon that we saw is referred to as the Dark Entity, and you could call this the Hilden General, you could call it Hashagik. The truth is that many separate Hilden make up the entity known as Hashagik. Except the entity possessing Mortanius, we know is from the demon realm, and we know is a Hilden. So, all right, end spoilers for the next games. Let's go fight some demons. No one's going to screw up this world but me.
Anakroth's magic was contained within the metal of the scales and would eventually be released back into the pillar from whence it came.
Now that Mortanius is dead...
The scales of Anakroth I lay before the pillar of states. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus, it was restored.
I'm doing story stuff here.
The death orb of Mortanius had given the necromancer dominion over the grave. I had thought him the last of the circle, and yet he spoke of another.
Just one more guardian.
Before the pillar of death, I lay the orb of Mortanius. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus, the heart of darkness.
Thus, the heart of darkness. Okay, well, let's... All right. And we've got something for the dark entity here. Sometimes you need a friend. And we'll switch back. A really good tip for this fight is just move around until until you see him start to come up, and then then pop any items that you need to pop. Ve Victus. Save? Yes. Yes, we want to save.
I am the last pillar, the only survivor of the Circle of Nine.
Kain is the balance guardian.
My whim, the world will be healed or damned. At my whim.
Okay, one last coin toss. If it's Kain, we damn the world. If it's Raziel, we save the world. Are you ready? And it's Kain. Which is correct, because there is only one ending to Blood Omen in my mind.
Once I embraced my powers, I realized that Vorador was correct. We are gods. Dark gods. And it is our duty to thin the herd.
Sorry, I had to do that. 100 out of 100. We did it. Devourer of Worlds. All right. And that's Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. Thank you so much for watching. I've had a blast walking you guys through this game and just playing one of my favorite games for you. And your comments have all been delightful. I've had just a wonderful time showing this to you week after week. And we've got some new stuff coming. We've got, we're going to widen out a little bit and talk about some other games. We've got a big one that we're excited to show you, but we're not done with Legacy of Kain. Next up, I've got a bonus video for you. And I know I said that this was going to be the last one. I might have lied. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see and you want to see more, as always, do the things.
You are lost beyond all hope. You cannot see my plight, for you have so shut your eyes. What will become of love? I see only damnation.
Someday, maybe we'll have to tell the story of Coffee Guy. I don't know it myself.
Wow.